Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've ranked the top 10 League 2 goalkeepers, fullbacks, centre-backs, midfielders, even wingers, and today we complete all of my rankings with the top 10 League 2 strikers from the 2024-25 campaign. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Can we try and hit 200 likes on today's video? That'd be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree with my rankings? Is there any players that I have missed out on as well? There's some real talent at the top end of League 2, but I can only name 10 of them. Some players have only played half the season. Hint, hint, Nathan Lowe, but I still do believe that some of these players are more than good enough to be in the top 10 in my opinion. Let's waste no further time and get straight into it. In at 10th place then, I'm going to go with Cole Stockton of Salford City. At times has struggled with injuries this season, has only made the 31 starts out of a possible 45 matches, but in that time he has scored 15 goals and he's averaged a goal every 169 minutes. There's not many better with a better goal scoring frequency than Cole Stockton. He has a 23% goal conversion rate, which again is amongst one of the best in the entire division. He's only missed 6 big chances all season and he's also contributed 3 assists. So 18 goal contributions in 31 starts. Like I mentioned, if Stockton would have been fit for the full season, Salford without a doubt would already have confirmed a playoff spot. He's a real talent at this level, certainly knows where the back of the net. He's proved it with Morecambe, now proving it with Salford City as well, and definitely deserves to be in this top 10 for me. In 9th position then, I'm going to go with Matty Stevens of AFC Wimbledon. He has played in every league match so far this season, and like I've previously mentioned, the best ability is availability. 40 of those games have been starts and he has scored the 17 goals. I think that makes him third or fourth top goal scorer in the entire division. He's averaged a goal every 192 minutes, so doesn't score as frequently as Stockton and does have a slightly less goal conversion percentage than Stockton at 20%. 11 big chances missed, has also contributed 3 assists. So 20 goal contributions in 40 starts is a very good return for a team that don't really score many goals. They're certainly a team who focuses much more on defence rather than attack, and that is why I have Stevens above Stockton because of the styles of play between the two sides. But clearly knows where the back of the net is, certainly the most clinical at the top end of the pitch for Wimbledon. They've got a lot of strikers who don't really score many goals. Stevens has done very well to hit 20 goal contributions though, so definitely deserves to be in 9th. In 8th place, I'm going to go with Andy Cook of Bradford City. Hasn't kicked a ball for the football club for more than 10 minutes in a game this calendar year. He played 10 minutes on New Year's Day away to Barrow, where he obviously picked up his ACL injury, and if he would have been fit for the full season, he would without a doubt have been first on here. He was on track to hit 30 goals. He'd been absolutely flying up until his injury. Obviously played and started in 22 matches where he did score the 12 goals, averaged a goal every 154 minutes. That is an absolutely incredible return. Only missed 3 big chances with a 19% goal conversion rate. Somehow didn't manage an assist in the entire season, which is absolutely crazy despite contributing to and creating 3 big chances. He wins 53% of his aerial duels, so important to the way that we defend set pieces, and we have obviously started to concede from a few of them recently. But Andy Cook, without a doubt, one of my favourite ever players I've watched in a Bradford City shirt, and if he would have been available for the full season, definitely would have won this because that man knows where the back of the net is. I think even now he's got the joint second highest amount of headed goals in the EFL this season, and may I remind you, he hasn't kicked a ball since New Year's Day. Absolutely incredible footballer. Absolutely love the bloke. He's in 8th for me. In 7th place, I'm going to go with Rob Stree of Doncaster Rovers. Obviously joined on loan from Lincoln City in January. And again, if he'd have been here for the full season, would have definitely been higher up on this list. But from what I've seen of Stree, I think he's got a bit of everything really. He's certainly more than good enough to be playing in League 1 next season regularly for Lincoln City. He's got a bit of pace about him. He can hold the ball up. He's quite physical. He's got a decent first touch. He is a real top talent for League 2 level, and like I say, if he'd have been here for the full season, we would have definitely been much higher on this list. 15 starts, 10 goals, and somehow no assists, because he does actually create a few decent chances for Molyneux, Gibson, and the likes as well, but he's averaged a goal every 132 minutes with a 27% goal conversion rate. That is absolutely incredible. Despite missing 5 big chances, to average a goal every 132 minutes, we will not see many better on this list than them type of numbers. numbers. I think he's going to go to Lincoln next season, absolutely smash it. I don't see him rejoining Doncaster Rovers. It'll be interesting to see how they do go about replacing him. But again, we've seen with Grant McCann, he went and replaced the keeper Doolican. He went and replaced Timothy Lotatala as well. I have no doubt he'll be able to go out and replace Rob Street. But he's in 7th place for me because I think he's a real talent. In at 6th place then, I'm going to go with Jayden Stockley of Port Vale. Not the last Port Vale striker on this list, but despite only scoring the 11 goals so far this season, any time that you play against Jayden Stockley, you think, oh, Arsenal are after him for a real handful today. Arguably the best header of a ball in the entire EFL. That man is an absolute nutcase when it comes to heading the ball, because he would head a brick. He would eat a brick for breakfast if he could. He is an absolute nutcase, but like a positive nutcase, because he's so good at heading the ball. Absolutely brilliant at holding the ball up. Also can score a goal as well. Look at the flick where he scored against AFC Wimbledon on Saturday to obviously send Port Vale up into League One. Absolutely brilliant header, and to only have started 29 games this season, again, if he'd have been available for the full campaign, I have no doubt that Port Vale would have definitely already had that title wrapped up. A further 7 assists as well. 18 goal contributions in 29 starts is absolutely outstanding. I thought when Port Vale signed him, it was a real marquee signing, certainly more than good enough to be playing in League One next season. His strike partner is a little bit higher up on this list, but Jayden Stockley for me, a real handful at this level and definitely deserves to be in this top 10, so I'm putting him in 6th. Don't forget, if you are enjoying watching today's video, to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. We are aiming for 200 likes on today's video, and don't forget as well to get your rankings in down in the comment section down below. In 5th place, I'm going to go with Harry Smith of Swindon Town. Now, we've got to factor in Swindon were absolutely garbage up until around December time, and even then Harry Smith was still popping up with the odd goal, but under Ian Holloway he is absolutely thriving. 15 goals and 3 assists in 36 starts for him so far this campaign. Has played a few games at centre half as well, which is classic Ian Holloway, taking something out of Nigel Clough's book there, where he's put Ollie Hawkins in centre half, if you remember that, a couple of seasons ago. But he's averaged a goal every 209 minutes with a 16% goal conversion rate. He has missed 17 big chances. Certainly not the best finisher on this list, but he's 6'5", real handful. He can go long, but he can also play as well. He's decent with the ball at his feet. He might have been a bit higher on this list, but you can't celebrate like that in front of Bradford City players such as Jack Shepherd and make it any higher than that. So Harry Smith, you're going in 5th, and we're going to move on. In 4th place, I'm going to go with Laurent Tailay of Port Vale. Now, some Vale fans will definitely say he should be much higher up on this list, and don't get me wrong, Tailay is a player that I rate very highly, and I think he's going to absolutely smash it in League One next season. But we've got to remember, Darren Moore was playing him as a winger for the first half of the season, and Tailay wasn't really playing particularly well. Since the turn of the new year, though, he has been absolutely outstanding, and 4th is still not a bad place to be put on this list. 14 goals and 8 assists, 22 goal contributions in 29 starts. Absolutely incredible return. Averaged a goal every 182 minutes with an 18% goal conversion rate. Has missed a further 7 big chances, but clearly an unbelievable talent at just 23 years of age still. I think he's destined to at least play in the Championship throughout his career. I think next season, him and Stockley up top are going to absolutely smash it in League One, and when you go back to the last time Port Vale were in League One and they had the likes of Uche, Piazzu, Ryan Loft up front, and now have Stockley and Tailay, goodness me, they have come on at leaps and bounds. Tailay, for me though, the 4th best striker in the division this season. If he'd have actually played as a striker for the full campaign, I think I might have had him a couple higher. In 3rd place on this list then, I'm going to go with Nathan Lowe of Walsall FC, obviously on loan from Stoke City for the first half of this season, and would have definitely been first on here had Stoke not killed Walsall's season, and also killed, I won't say they've killed Nathan Lowe's career, but they've killed the momentum that he'd built throughout the first part of this campaign. I know that Stoke obviously we're in a little bit of a relegation battle, and that's a lot of pressure to put on a 19-year-old, but he clearly does know where the bag of the net is. We'll just have a look at his stats here. 15 goals and 5 assists in 20 starts. 20 goal contributions in 20 starts for Nathan Lowe this season. I didn't believe Walsall would be successful this year because I didn't think they'd signed a goal scorer. Clearly, I was proven very wrong. He's averaged a goal, or did average a goal at Walsall, every 122 minutes. That is an absolutely incredible return. It did miss 9 big chances, but had a 25% goal conversion rate. And again, if he'd have been here for the full season, would have probably been the best striker in the division, would have definitely won the Golden Boot, and Walsall would have also definitely been promoted. In second place, I'm going to go with David McGoldri of Notts County. Definitely the best individual performances that I've seen a Bradford City play against this season. It's normally Dan Crowley or David McGoldri. This season, though, it definitely was David McGoldri. When we played against Notts a couple of weeks ago, he scored one of the best goals that I've ever seen live, an absolute worldie, and even now at 38 is not his age, 37 is his age. I think he's still absolutely smashing it, and he might not have the most amount of goals. 17 is still a pretty decent return, with also 3 assists, 20 goal contributions in 28 starts, averaged a goal every 150 minutes, only a 14% goal conversion rate, and has missed 10 big chances. But any time that you play against Notts County, David McGoldrick is the man that you look out for, because he can take 3 players out of a game. He's not the quickest, he's not necessarily the strongest, but up here, he is 3 levels above absolutely anybody else in this division. Mentally, he is so far advanced compared to everybody else. And again, if he'd been available for the full season, Notts would have probably made it into that top 3. It is a real shame that injuries do happen in football, because you would see a lot better and a better standard of football in these lower divisions. But McGoldrick, for me, might not be the best finisher, for example. I know hasn't played as a striker a lot, but I also wouldn't really say he's a midfielder, wouldn't say he's a winger. I think striker certainly suits him the most, and for me personally, definitely Notts County's best striker, and I don't even have Alassane Jatta on this list. Controversial, but I don't rate him whatsoever. And League Two's best striker from the 2024-25 season, in my opinion, is Michael Cheek of Bromley FC. Now, he's out of contract with the club in the summer. Maybe I'm just doing this so Bradford City can come and tap him up and we have some real competition for Andy Cook at the top end of the pitch, but he has absolutely smashed it for a first season in the EFL to get 23 goals and 7 assists. That is absolutely outstanding. The most goal contributions of any other player in the entire division, while doing it at Bromley. With all due respect to Bromley, Andy Woodman's done an unbelievable job there this season, but the quality of player around Michael Cheek is obviously not the standard as what it is at Notts County or Doncaster, Port Vale, for example. I think if you score the most amount of goals, you're probably the best striker in the division. Obviously, he's been here across the full season, which the likes of Rob Street and Nathan Law haven't done. The likes of Laurent Tailay only really started scoring goals in the second half of this season. McGoldrick's a great player, doesn't necessarily score many goals. Michael Cheek this season averaged a goal every 162 minutes with a 25% goal conversion rate. I know a couple of them have been penalties, and he has missed a further 21 big chances this season. But every time I've watched Michael Cheek play, it's not just about goal scoring, it's about what he offers to the team, the players that he can bring into it. He can hold the ball up, he's decent with the ball at his feet, and like what I mentioned, for a first season in the EFL, to probably win the Golden Boot, to be the League 2 Player of the Year, to make it into the League 2 team this season, for me personally, Michael Cheek has been the best striker in League 2 this season. Well, there we go then. There is my ranking of League 2's top 10 best strikers from the 24-25 campaign. I know there's a few controversial picks in there, but I'm happy to debate down in the comment section down below. The likes of Will Grigg, Danny Rose, Lyle Taylor, Callum Kavanagh, Billy Sharp, George Miller and Alassane Jatta not even making my list. I think Jatta is top 3 goal scorers in the entire division this season, but playing for Notts County, I reckon I could probably get 10 goals a season, because that man misses so many chances, and in the second half of the season he has been absolutely woeful. So for me personally, Jatta is not better than Stockton, Stevens, Cook, Street, Stockley, Smith, Tailay, Lowe, McGoldrick or Michael Cheek, so therefore he doesn't make my top 10. It's not an agenda, Notts County fans. I just think David McGoldrick is a million times the player Jatta is, and I don't think he's a particularly great finisher, Alassane Jatta. But if you have enjoyed watching, and don't forget to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. 200 likes, as I mentioned at the start of today's video, will be massively appreciated, and don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for the support on the channel as of recently, but let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree or disagree with my list? Has Alassane Jatta been harshly treated? Let me know your thoughts down below.